Okay, so now we saw the movie. A hypothetical question I'm going to ask. இப்போ தமிழ்ல அந்த படம் பண்ணா who would you I think we all know the question. I mean answer. So நீங்க யாரை காஸ்ட் பண்ணனும் you prefer?
Um, so I mean it's a very quite obvious thing. Ajith does a lot of racing, and he's in his early 50s. He's still very passionate. He didn't have the opportunity to do it earlier. Now he's fully dedicating himself towards motorsport, and he's built a team. And I mean, it's fabulous what he's doing. Of course, he has a huge learning curve, and every day he drives the car, he becomes better at it. And then we go back a long way. Ajith and I have been friends for the last 25 years, and he that he's promoting motorsport in India, and he wanted to put this whole program together, and wanted to compete in the Asian Le Mans series, and he asked if I would like to drive with him, and I said yes, of course, and that's how we're going to get on with the Asian Le Mans season, which starts in December. So
okay.
சார் சமீபத்தில் ஏகே அவர்கள் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க இந்தியாவில இருந்து F1 வின் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதுவும் இல்லாமல் இன்னொரு விஷயங்கள் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, நீங்கள் என்ன ப்ரொமோட் பண்ண வேணா ரேசிங்கை ப்ரொமோட் பண்ணிருங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரியான ஒரு விஷயமும் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டும் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. எப்படி பார்க்குறீங்க தமிழ்நாட்டில் அந்த விழிப்புணர்வு அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இருக்கா ரேசிங்கில்? அண்ட் அவர் சொன்ன அந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் F1 வந்து இந்தியாவிலேருந்து வின் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரியான விஷயங்களும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அது எப்படி பார்க்க?
ஸோ தமிழ்நாடுன்னு எடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னா நம்ம இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் as far I mean, accidents, racing goes hand in hand. That's part and parcel of racing.
Recently, and being Ajith fan, I mean, it's not like a fanboy thing. We are happy for what Mr. AK is doing. And now, since you have joined, can you just tell few lines about the team and what's their goal going forward, or like they have some big inspirations or aspirations regarding?
Yeah, the immediate goal, of course, is to establish. So Ajith Kumar Racing, Ajith sir வந்து இப்போ our goal வந்து to put an Indian team together. So முதல் சொன்ன மாதிரி I know Ajith sir for 25 years. Because he's also interested in racing, was always interested, bike racer அவர் இருந்தார் முதல். So various goals. To your going back to your question, this is step one, and later on there are a lot of plans which I think first you take one step at a time, and that's the first step is to establish this team, and he's becoming better as a driver as well. So yeah. அது எனக்கு தெரியாதுங்க. அவர் இப்போ இல்லை அவர் அவங்க 2 பேர் இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அப்படியா?
சார் இங்க
Okay, so now we saw the movie. A hypothetical question I'm going to ask. இப்போ தமிழ்ல அந்த படம் பண்ணா who would you I think we all know the question. I mean answer.
So I mean it's a very quite obvious thing. Ajith does a lot of racing, and he's in his early 50s. He's still very passionate. He didn't have the opportunity to do it earlier. Now he's fully dedicating himself towards motorsport, and he's built a team, and I mean, it's fabulous what he's doing. Of course, he has a huge learning curve, and every day he drives the car, he becomes better at it. And then we go back a long way. Ajith and I have been friends for the last 25 years, and he that he's promoting motorsport in India, and he wanted to put this whole program together, and wanted to compete in the Asian Le Mans series, and he asked if I would like to drive with him, and I said yes, of course, and that's how we're going to get on with the Asian Le Mans season, which starts in December. So.
Wow, okay.
Um, So I mean, it's a very
I
quite
know.
obvious thing. Ajith does um, a lot of racing, and he's in his early 50s. He's still very passionate. He didn't have the opportunity to do it earlier. Now he's fully dedicating himself towards motorsport, and he's built a team, and I mean it's fabulous what he's doing. Of course, he has a huge learning curve, and every day he drives the car, he becomes better at it, and then we go back a long way. Ajith and I have been friends for the last 25 years, and he that he's promoting motorsport in India, and he wanted to put this whole program together, and wanted to compete in the Asian Le Mans series, and he asked if I would like to drive with him, and I said yes, of course, and that's how we're going to get on with the Asian Le Mans season, which starts in December. So
Wow, okay.
yeah.
You're looking forward to it. Are you just saying this, or do we already know the news?
I think everybody knows,
Okay,
and
okay.
yeah, but it's a small step to something
Big.
which can be a lot bigger. So we're just exploring the opportunities to see how this team can develop into as I said, a staircase for young talented drivers from our country.
That's great. And you still contribute a lot to sports, even your family, and you have a very big philanthropic, background, and you contribute to education and a lot of other things. So tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm from Coimbatore, and my family, has settled there for the last 100 odd years, and we are part of the PSG family. So we run, colleges, medical colleges, engineering colleges, and so on. And always my great grandfather, and we are part of a trust which always tries to help in form of education, in form of healthcare, and so on. So to be part of it is really privileged, and I continue to do so. And in terms of giving back to the sport, to motorsport, we had an academy called the NK Racing Academy, but then I got busy with other things. But now it's time to get back into it and try and help the younger talent from our country.
Wishing you nothing but the best. You've accomplished so much and still stay so humble and so nice and simple. Because I think we've seen you for a long time. You've always been the same. And you should give him a huge round of applause again, guys.
Thank you.
And as I've been told, you're also very fun. Not this rigid.
Yeah,
Also,
can be, can
can
be.
be fun. Okay, I'm just going to ask you some really fun, laid back questions. No? சும்மா ரொம்ப நாள் ஐயோ அவர் ஏந்து ஓடிட போறாரு இப்போ ஒரு ஓகே ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோனா ஆஸ்க் யூ லைக் வாட் இஸ் யுவர் ஃபேவரட் ஸ்போர்ட் டு வாட்ச் சும்மா வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்து டிவில பார்க்கிறதுக்கு
Of course, F1.
apart from okay forgot to mention apart from F1
Yeah, but nothing else really matters. I watch motorsport and more motorsport, and little bit of cricket when
Okay.
Sachin Tendulkar is huge F1 fan. He came to some of my races, and of course when he was playing, and I did a few commercials with Dhoni and stuff. So I used to watch a bit of cricket, not anymore. Bit of tennis,
Tennis,
but
okay.
nothing as
do you
focused.
play any sport
Yeah, just the gym, enough sport. I think enough for me.
சும்மா டைம் பாஸ்க்கு பேட்மிண்டன்
No.
nothing okay strictly no
And for I'm still quite lucky to be fit, and whenever I drive a racing car, I'm within on the pace. So that's what really matters, and that's why when Ajith asked me whether I wanted to do it, I'm not doing it just for the fun of it. I'm being going to we had to compete. No matter when you have to compete in the attitude, in the mindset of you have to be in your category, you have to be P1, and that's what is fun. Just to be there and at this stage in my career, a lot of effort to, yeah. So yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite personal car to drive?
Well, I have a lot of favorite cars. I can keep you talking about it, but I would say the 911 Porsche 911 GT3. I had one, and I don't have it anymore, but I love it, and I hope I can get one sometime.
Okay, do you like Coimbatore more or Chennai more?
That's a trick question. Yeah, I was born in Chennai, but live in
Lived in-
Coimbatore, and very recently, last 4 years, I've been living in Bangalore as well. So of course, Chennai is a lot of good memories here because I started driving in our Chennai racetrack MMRT way back in '93. Was only 14, 15 years old, and it's so special memories for sure.
That was really nice. So before we end, would you like to ask the audience for a few questions, a couple of questions? Do you have time?
Yeah, of
Yeah?
course, yeah.
Okay, anybody from the audience? Yes. Can you give a mic? There's an extra mic here. Okay, we'll just take two questions. So one more person, if anybody has. You have? Okay, give it to her.
This is a light-hearted question. Who do you bat for this time, Piastri or Norris?
Well, I mean, both are talented. I think Norris went through a little bit of, bit of a bad patch last race, being unlucky with the DNF. But you have to say that, Piastri has the edge right now. So, I would say, imagine if he continues this way, he's going to win it.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi. You say that I mean this is an elite sport. For example, yeah. I mean, according to you, I mean you own a lot of institutions, things like that. You come from a very very wonderful family and all. How about a person? I mean, like who is a very ordinary person. I mean, who doesn't have wealth and all. This kind of people they compete in this kind of car races and can they come up? Is there in the history? Are there any examples in the whole world?
Not in our
Yeah.
country, but of course, Lewis Hamilton comes from a very humble background, but he's made it. He's 7-time world champion. But it's going to be very extremely tough. Even if you have all the sponsorship, you still have to go to the track and deliver. So at that point of view, competition doesn't see if you're if you have the resources or if you don't. But end of the day, in myself, I had the backing of the Tata Group. So corporate sponsorship, no matter how privileged background you have, you need to have this sport requires a lot of backing. So yeah.
I would also like to welcome the founder of RUC, Selva. And people who know Selva, is very passionate, and he's passionate like there's no tomorrow, and whatever he wants, he achieves it. And we are going to unveil the jersey for RUC as an initiative. So, yaar ukarnu? So Naren is going to unveil the jersey, and Selva is going to get it.
Sign it for us to become a collector.
Now you guys can carry on with
Okay, that was really special. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for